Okay, so locality working is bringing together staff and professionals from health and social care from various organisations to work together to improve care for people of Rotherham. The model that we're working towards is that TRFT is split into 7 localities which are aligned with the 7 GP partnerships. Rotherham Borough Council have divided their resources into 3 partnerships. So currently the 3 partnerships sit over the 7 localities.
So things get done, I would say, a lot quicker. And sometimes it's just a discussion. We have long-term conditions meetings where we'll all get together, and that's GPs, physios, voluntary sector, mental health, and we're all there, and it's a shared discussion about how can we collectively support this person rather than individually.
Yeah, we communicate more easily because we're all in one spot, instead of having one person in the middle of Rotherham, one person in Wickersley or one person in Romarsh. We're all in one central hub.
The other thing I found when we're planning care in the MDT locality meetings, we've got all the different people there. My analogy is your care of the patient goes from having a little TV screen about them to being widescreen in a movie theatre somewhere. You've suddenly got all this other information you didn't have. I think it's just being the needs of being aware of what other people can do and when it's appropriate to have them involved. It's very easy if you think, oh, that's just a social problem, or that's just a medical problem, and often it's a bit of both. Or it may not be at all. This is somewhere where they're lonely and they just need some social, from VARS, the voluntary sector, to go in, and because we know people are unhappy and socially isolated, more likely to be unwell and more likely to need social services help. Well, if you just can identify that actually they're just lonely and need better sort of support in that area, you can actually avoid it being a medical or social problem at all. And it's that sort of sensible holistic approach.
It helps to bridge a gap between primary and secondary care. Being able to see the person, the healthcare professional, makes a better dynamic. It was useful just to see we all pulling for the same goals, really. We might have our own specialisms, but actually we've all got the patient at the centre of what we want to do.
I used to get referrals just from the long-term conditions meeting, and that's what was discussed in the meeting. But now, I do think there's a really good advantage that physios, when they're going out, nurses, when they're going out, they're now confident to talk about social prescribing and ask the patient, do you want someone to come on and chat? And they'll come back and say, actually, we found this crisis with a patient or this difficulty, how can you support us? So we really built a really good relationship where they're confident to come and talk about that patient and discuss.
I think the main difference for me working collaborative within a team is being able to educate others about my role and my responsibilities, and also then learning about what their roles and what their specialist expertise is in, and be able to just have knowledge of linking in to the right people at the right time. I feel that I've got a better understanding of each individual's role.
If this can be seamless care, which I believe it can be, working in partnership, I think that will benefit health and social care tremendously.
There was a continuity that improved remarkably. There was a sort of knowledge within the nursing staff who came. They knew about me, even if I'd never seen them before. And it was obviously there was much more communication. I found that when matron came, instead of somebody saying, you need to go to the doctor and get a prescription, she could write the prescription. So I think the word is holistic. They work together. There was much more coordination and cooperation